Are you looking to grow your email list with new, passionate subscribers of your cause? In this video, I will walk you through how I attracted 200 new email subscribers using lead generation Facebook and Instagram ads and spending less than $3 per email. Hey, my name is Dana Snyder, and I am a digital marketing speaker for nonprofits and podcast host of Missions to Movements. All right, so before I dive into Facebook Ads Manager, which is where I run all of my ads, I wanted to go really quickly. You have to think about what is going to make someone give me their email address. There needs to be an exchange of value, something that you're giving away for free. So that can be a multitude of things. Since I am a digital marketing strategist and I focus a lot on social ad education, I have an ads checklist. So it's a really quick 2-pager that I created in Canva. That's an ads checklist. It essentially tells specifically for nonprofits. I will actually link to it in the description for you. But it's a checklist and it allows you to see, okay, what are the things I need to do before running an ad? It is something easy that I can create on the fly. For you, you want to think about what is that exchange? I have a great podcast episode I'll link to below where essentially an organization, it was a school, they're a nonprofit, and they wanted to grow their email list. And so around the fall time, around Halloween, they created a free coloring book. And it was a coloring book themed around the holidays. And so they gave that as a download exchange to collect emails. And they got, I think it was less than $1 for their emails that they generated. And then they ended up doing a cooking book later towards Christmas time. So think about for your organization, who is the audience that I am trying to become supporters, right? Who am I reaching out to? What will be valuable to them? What makes sense for my organization and my cause? There's a multitude of things. For example, right, you could do the coloring book, a recipe book. You could do a list of movies and TV shows or documentaries about your cause that could educate people. You can do checklists of resources in an area if you're specific to a region around your cause. Like, think about specifics of your cause and your audience, what would be useful, what would be valuable, what would be entertaining, right? Coloring books are great for the school because parents can see the ads, which is who they're trying to target, download them and let the kids use them. So think about that before you even start running your ads, because you need to think about what's the exchange. Now let's dive into how to actually run these ads. Into my Facebook Ads Manager, this is where you should be to run all of your ads. I have gone ahead and extended my timeline back to February 1st of 2023. And I want us to focus on these 2 ad campaigns that I ran. Ads Checklist, which is the freebie download I just referenced. This was in May, and I was directing people to my website, which I will show you in a second to download, versus here in February, you'll see it says on Facebook leads. So people were never leaving Facebook when I set up this campaign. It was using a Facebook form. Now you'll notice the results here, pretty similar, 55 versus 50. And the big difference here is on Facebook was $2.50 per lead, way cheaper. No one was leaving Facebook versus the $7.18 you see with this campaign. However, I want to go into the back end to show you that based upon my tests of different copy, this amount is a average of those combined. So for example, when you create your lead ads, if you create one that says on Facebook, you're going to create a form on Facebook. I created here 2 different audiences, one that was a new saved audience based off an interest list. So if I click into this, I created this using an instant form. I wanted leads. I put my daily budget as $10 a day, and I ran these ads for about 2 weeks. And here I had targeting that was interest based on my audience, versus here I did a lookalike audience based off of people who had viewed videos around my ad content, people who have engaged with me on Instagram before, other lead forms, and website visitors. And then I used the exact same copy and creative on both audiences to see what would perform best. So here I have 2 different copies, you'll see. And then I have the same image for all of them. So if we look here, I had exactly the same number, which is rare. That doesn't happen usually with leads if I go into the ad set level. And then I can see actually this one, this hook not sure, worked better. So if I go down to here, let's see ad set. Here I had 31 leads who came in from the interest, and I had 24 with the super set lookalike. So not too far apart. And the price range here is actually pretty similar. So then what I would do here is I would say, okay, that's pretty close. Was there a key winner? This one for sure. This copy of Looking How to Run Ads was way better, and it was actually coming in at cheaper. So I could turn this ad set off. So this is based upon using a form that's on Facebook. Versus if I go to this ads checklist in May, I had 3 different audiences. I had the lookalike, the saved interest as before, and I had a warm, so my existing audience that's on social. Look at these cost per result differences. The reason it's $7.18 is because this one far skewed it higher. What I actually want to look at is this lookalike audience. So I ended up turning these 2 off and only ran the lookalike audience. So now if I go into the ads, so let me go back to the lookalike. Maybe I only did 1 per each. I only did 1 per each because I was using the lessons learned from February that one copy worked the best and used it here. So again, the difference for this February ad is I was using an on Facebook. If I go into my ads, let's just look at this one. If you clicked sign up, let's see if I can expand it for you here. If you click sign up, it's going to lead you through a form on Facebook. If I go into edit, let me see if it'll show you. Maybe it won't show you the go through. But anyways, there is a form here that I have set up that you can click through on Facebook versus on these ads with May, when I sent them to my website, they were going off of Facebook to this page that I had set up. Really simple. It was on my website, /ads checklist. You notice here, I have nothing else on this page except for a link to my homepage. But here, really simple, first name, work email address, nonprofit organization, send me the checklist. And this was completely mobile responsive. So if I shrink it, I wanted to make sure that it fit with the same kind of brand guidelines as what the ad looked like, right? So if I go into May, and let's just go into this one. So I wanted to make sure that the colors and everything was similar. My face is here, my face is here. So they know, okay, I'm in the right spot. This makes sense. And they would go to that page, and that's how they would convert. What I do want to also share is what's amazing when you have something that is a value add, and then you want to collect their email, make sure that they have to go to their email to be able to download that free, because you want them to get used to opening up your emails. This is a look at, I have 200 people total that have downloaded this ads checklist freebie. What I will also say, right, if we go back to these numbers, you're like, wait, 55 plus 50 doesn't equal 200. You always want to go back into your actual emails to see, because that shows you that these numbers are actually much lower as the per lead cost, but because of Facebook's privacy settings, they just can't track everything when it comes to sending people to your website. Everything that's on Facebook, this on Facebook leads, this is pretty accurate. So it's this number that is definitely skewed. So right here, I have 200 total people that have gone through this workflow of when I send them this freebie. This is what I wanted to show you. This is amazing. The overall open rate of my emails is 74.9%. The average click rate in the emails is 32.9%. So with this, and I've only had 7 people subscribed, 4 bounces. So very low when it comes to the quality, or very high, when it comes to the quality of the people that are coming through the workflow. And if I go ahead and scroll down, it'll show you I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 emails. I have 5 emails that I send people. So this is your social media ads checklist is here, right? This is the initial one, and you can see how that performs. And then I wait a day, and then I go into the next one. Again, still really great open rate, lower click-through rate here. But again, the idea is you bring them into your organization, and you then teach them about what you do further. So here's the thing. No one wants to join another email newsletter, right? So we really want to be creative about thinking, how do I grow my list? So in this video, we talked about you need to create a value-based lead magnet. You need to target the right audience online with Facebook and Instagram ads to cultivate those emails. I showed you how my 3 different audience tests proved very different results. So you need to do some testing. And I have a course. It's a 1-hour course. You will learn how to launch exactly those 2 different social media ads for lead generation campaigns that I showed you. So either sending people to your website to join your email list or creating a Facebook form directly on Facebook. The course goes over the budget you need, ideas for content and copy, and how to measure success, which is really important in Ads Manager. So go ahead and click the link in the description below to get started. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below.